He also insulted all Africans.
We've been forgotten to be thanked. It's not a big deal. It will come with time.
There's a part that caught my attention where he was talking about ingratitude.
Ingratitude, I know this well, is a non-communicable disease to humans.
He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him.
One part was our commitment to fighting terrorism since 2013. We were right. I think some have forgotten to say thank you, but that's okay. It'll come in time. I'm in a good position to know that ingratitude is a disease that cannot be transmitted to humans. But I say this for all the African governments who have not had the courage, in the eyes of their public opinion, to bear it. None of them would be in a sovereign country today if the French army had not been deployed in this region.
Spoke of politeness towards certain heads of state by giving them the priority to announce the break or the departure of French forces. It matters little to us, we can say, but all we know is that if you want a break with these imperialist forces, it's simple, we denounce agreements. It all starts from there. I think the example of Chad in any case is tangible. They started by denouncing the agreements, denounce colonial pacts for change. The bases are leaving, we haven't done anything, because the problem lies in the colonial agreements, the defense pacts that have been signed since independence. The most dangerous ones aren't the ones you see in the bases. The most dangerous ones are the military advisors. Military advisors exist throughout this country. They existed in Burkina as well until the end of 2022. Until we take on our responsibilities. And who are these military containers? These are the ones who are felt to be putting France's policy into practice. Here, they must work to make our armies very weak so that France can always have the argument to exist here. Under Blaise Compaoré succeeded, our sentinels were therefore on guard with sticks. That's what France wants from our armies. When we reach this stage, we have no choice but to want them to come and settle. But the Burkinabe army managed to get rid of the military advisors. Unfortunately, I think that in 2019, after the Otapuano operation, where these French people saw that the Burkinabe army still has the capacity to respond to terrorists, they called the chiefs of staff in France. They instructed him to bring back the military advisors throughout the structure. Well, he didn't really agree, but upon returning to the country, the politicians instructed him to accept the military advisors. And that's when the military advisors returned to the army in Burkina Faso in 2019. With all the consequences we know, the army was disappearing in the years 2020, 2021. And by the way, that's when many soldiers had to desert because there was no more hope. We were collapsing. That's a bit how they work. At the general staff of the armed forces, in all the army staffs, in the schools, they are the ones who are supposed to dictate the policy of our army. There's a part that caught my attention where he was talking about ingratitude.
Ingratitude, I know this well, is a non-communicable disease to humans.
He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this man sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not humans. In his eyes, I think that if he is not an atheist and he prays, every morning when he wakes up and prays, he should also pray for Africans. Because it is thanks to our ancestors that there is a France today. He should pray for us